So you have been thinking of moving to Kitchener, Ontario, and you're wondering what's that $1 million price point can get you right here in Kitchener? Then you don't want to stick around, because in this video, we're going to take a look at 3 different homes located in 3 different neighborhoods, and they're going to be in the low, mid, and high $1 million to give you guys a really diverse perspective of that $1 million to $1.1 million price range right here in Kitchener. So stick around and let's get right after it. Hello and welcome. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is to know in and around Kitchener, Ontario, then do subscribe below and tap on that bell for notification so you can be the first to learn about the current market in and around Kitchener, Ontario. My name is Dixit. I'm a local real estate agent serving Cambridge, Kitchener, Waterloo and surrounding towns. I do get calls, texts, emails from people just like yourself pretty much every single day who are looking for help in making their move to Cambridge, Kitchener, Waterloo and surrounding areas, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking of moving in 9 days or 90 days, be sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or you can even schedule a Zoom call. All the info right in the description below. I'll be more than happy to help you make a smooth move Cambridge, Kitchener, Waterloo and surrounding towns. Okay, so I'm at my first stop here, and the property I'm about to show you is the one that has recently sold for low $1 million. So $1,025,000 is what this detached house, which is located on the corner lot, and this is actually the one right behind me, but I'm going to show you from the front end as well. You're sitting on around 5,000 square feet lot. You have about close to 2,400 square feet of above ground living space, and you do have a finished basement with approximately 800 square feet of additional living space below ground. And take a look at this property, which is the one you can see right behind me. It's a double wide garage, detached home located on the corner lot, and you do have 4 bedroom. You have 3 full washroom and a powder room. So 4 bedroom and 4 washrooms above ground, and it's a multi-level actually. Pretty interesting layout. But what you will find in this $1 million price range as you approach those 7 figures, most of the standard things you will be looking at is, master bedroom with an ensuite, some of the upgrades in the kitchen, some of the, modern finishes, as well as, you will be likely looking at the family room as you approach that around 2,000 square feet layout, because, you will have a separate living room as well as the family room. And if you look at the pictures of this home, you will see even this one actually does have a family room, which is something you will see in this 2,000 square feet and above layout. But we are in the Huron Park area, and you're pretty much a very short drive to the Huron Natural Conservation Area, which has hectares and hectares of green space. There's actually a Catholic elementary school newly built and recently opened just a few years ago, within pretty much a walking distance from where we are right now. So, and the house that I just showed you actually was built in 2007. So the next one that I'm going to show you is going to be a bit of an interesting, difference, because this is one of the newly built house in one of the newer neighborhoods. And, when I show you around the neighborhood, you will get to see the age of construction is not too dated here. You will pretty much find a good mix of some townhomes and detached, not too many of semis, but you will find few of them. But majority of the construction 2005 and later is what you're looking at. So, and there's still some construction undergoing by a few builders within this neighborhood. So, this is one of those areas which is newly established. Huron Park is one of them. Dune South is another one of those examples. So, as you approach this $1 million price point, you're looking at something similar in the Dune South as well. So this is to give you an idea as to what you're looking for in the low million into that $1 million range in one of the newer neighborhoods of Kitchener. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually jump back in my car, show you around this neighborhood, and then we're gonna see a second property, which is actually located in a rather more established and mature neighborhood, but equally desirable with lots of great amenities. So stick around and let's get right into it. Okay, so we are at the second stop here, and this is going to be a very interesting one. It's going to be very different from the first home that you saw. And the house that I'm about to show you actually recently sold for $1,041,000. We are in the Forest Heights, Forest Hill neighborhood of Kitchener, located on the west end, close to Highway 7 and 8, but perfect for families. I would say, it's one of those mature and established neighborhoods. You will not find a lot of new construction. In fact, the one I'm about to show you is built in 1987, but I'm approaching it very shortly. But it's one of those neighborhoods where you don't see a lot of turnover of homes. It's a pride of ownership that runs along in this neighborhood. I've actually done a whole video featuring everything you need to know about this neighborhood. So, feel free to check it out if you do find there is further interest in exploring this neighborhood. But look at the house that you see right behind me. This is the one that I'm talking about. And you can see it's a double garage detached. You have 2,800 square feet of living space above ground, and just the lot size is a different ball game altogether with this house. So that's basically what you're looking at. And it does actually have 4 bedrooms and 3 washrooms. It does have a basement, but that is not finished. But you're looking at like close to well over 7,000 square feet lot, backing straight onto the green space. So it is perfect for those, nature lovers seeking that quiet suburban lifestyle. I can tell you Forest Heights is one of those neighborhoods. It's like a hidden gem on the west end of Kitchener. But if you look at the layout and the photos from inside, you can see that it's pretty spacious layout. They have not tried to cramp up an additional bedroom or a washroom. 2,800 square feet for 4 bedrooms. You do have an office space on the main floor, so it's a pretty spacious layout. Even if you look at the washrooms, very, very spacious. Although it's not one of those modern finishes that we have seen in the house before this, but this is actually the one. It's the neighborhood that really matters. And I always say, like to my clients actually, that you could get a crappiest house in one of the best neighborhoods and still get a good ROI, versus you could get a best house in one of the crappiest neighborhood. Well, you can't change the neighborhood, but you could always change the house, right? If you do have some sweat equity, put in the house. Or you could even, I've actually sold homes for my clients in one of the highly desirable neighborhoods, but the house itself was not in one of the greatest shape, but we still were able to actually get a good return or good sale price on those houses, just for the fact people do tend to pay for the neighborhood over the house itself. And that is a reality for any real estate market pretty much. But you will not find a lot of new construction in the Forest Heights. You will find some of those homes which were redone or revamped. I mean, look at this one for an example. But overall, you're looking at about 70s, 80s, 90s. Not too much of a newer construction after that. But like I said, it's the neighborhood that's really good, very close to some great amenities, and very mature and well-established neighborhood. I always say, look at the tree lines, and they'll tell you about the neighborhood and how old and mature it is. I mean, look at these tree lines that you see right behind me, and that does tell you and give you a good idea about the aging of this neighborhood. But hey, it's nonetheless one of the most desirable neighborhood if you are a family looking to settle down here in Kitchener. But that's a bit about it. So I'm gonna drive around this neighborhood, and I'm gonna see you at my third stop, and that's the one gonna be in the high $1 million range. But you don't want to miss that out, and I promise you that's going to give you a much diverse perspective about this price range. So stick around and let's get right into it. Okay, so we're at the final stop here, and the house that I'm about to show you is the one that is actually redone completely from top to bottom. And it does have actually a 2-bedroom legal finished basement with the separate rear entrance. So, it could be used as an in-law suite, or you could even rent it out. A 2-bedroom basement pretty much anywhere in Kitchener right now would be going for at the very least $1,500. So with the rates where the way they are, who does not need help with the mortgage? So that's the one you're looking at, the one right behind me. And as you can see, it's completely remodeled, completely redone. It was sold back in 2021, and then it was resold just a month ago for $1,065,000. So that's what you're looking at. And as you can see, it's a pretty wide lot. You're looking at about 111 by 46, so close to 1,500 square feet lot. Pretty decent sized lot, and it does have a rear entrance for the basement, not the side. And as you can see, even the exterior is redone. The interior is completely revamped with all the modern finishes, and even the layout is pretty good. So you're looking at about 1,900 square feet of above ground living space. So it's actually smaller than what you would typically get for this price in Kitchener. Like I said, the couple of homes we saw earlier were well over 2,000 square feet, versus this one is actually close to 1,900 square feet of above ground living space, featuring 4-bedroom and 3 washrooms. So 2 full washroom and 1 half washroom. And of course, it does have 2 additional bedrooms with a 1 full washroom. So in total, you're looking at 6 bedroom and 4 washrooms, combined basement as well as the above ground living space. And in terms of the build out, you're looking at 1984 built. So it's not one of the newer, homes or newer construction, although it was redone, but the bones itself are from the 1980s. We are in the Country Hills Alpine area, kind of on the west end of Kitchener. But majority of the homes you'll find here are built in the 80s into the 90s. You will not find a lot of new construction after that. So, and even the style of the homes as I drive around, you'll get to see, but even all the homes that you see pretty much are, majority of them are like split level and bungalow style homes located on a pretty decent sized lots. Like you will see on an average like 5,000 square feet lot would be a standard here. And even as I drive around, you will get to see the style of homes, which is, you will not find a lot of 2-story modern contemporary homes. You will mostly find split level and bungalow style homes. So, that's a bit about this high $1 million. But like I said, you could either go with something like this, that can be a mortgage helper, featuring 2-bedroom legal basement, or you could always go with something that offers a far more living space above ground. Let's say, depending on your family size and situation, you could go with like a 4-bedroom in one of the newer neighborhoods. Let's say Dune South, Huron South, even one of the west ends like Highland West, for example. You could get a decent sized double garage detached home for this price point, or you could go with something like this. Idea is to really give you guys a very diverse perspective rather than showing you 3 different homes more or less the same in the same neighborhood. I try to give you more diverse perspective about different styles and the kind of homes in different neighborhoods. So that's a bit about it. Now we have a decent idea as to what that $1 million to $1.1 million price point can get you here in Kitchener. Pretty much, I would say these houses are up for bargain. I mean, there were times not too long ago when, things were going for far more than what they are right now. So real estate right now is, if you're a buyer and if you can qualify, if you can afford the mortgages at the rates where they are right now, you're getting pretty much, around 15% discount from the peak of the market in any piece of real estate right here in Kitchener. But, whether it's a good or bad time, well, that it depends on your personal and your financial situation. It's not, suitable for everyone to be able to afford and qualify for a mortgage with where the rates are right now. But if you are able to afford and qualify, I mean, it is a long-term decision you're making. So the timing is not always necessary, considering the fact that you're making a long-term investment into the real estate. So that's a bit about it. I'm going to show you around this neighborhood But do make sure to like and subscribe below and tap on that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Kitchener and all towns around it. Once again, whether you're thinking of moving in 9 days or 90 days, be sure to reach out. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or you can even schedule a Zoom call. All the info you'll find right in the description below. I'll be more than happy to help you make a smooth move to Kitchener and surrounding towns. Until next time, well, I do hope to show you around town.